Why do some countries drive on the right side of the street and others on the left? Today, the world is split with roughly 70% of countries driving on the right side of the road and 30% driving on the left side of the road. Even though now it represents the minority, for the majority of human history, we traveled on the left side. One of the main reasons for this is that most people are right-handed, and when you have a sword, you sheath it to the left. So basically, passing on the left side was the safe side because it kept your right side free to deal with strangers and dangers. So why the shift to the right side of the road? In America in the 1700s, massive freight wagons changed everything. Drivers would sit on the left side of the horse, that way they could keep their right hand free to hold their whip. In order to see oncoming traffic clearly and be closest to the center of the road, sitting on that left-hand side pushed people to drive on the right. And by 1792, the US adopted the right side of the road driving as law. In the 18th century, France formalized right side driving following the French Revolution. And Napoleon Bonaparte spread that all throughout Europe. It was rumored that he spread this because he was left-handed, but no sources have confirmed that. In 1835, Britain formalized driving on the left-hand side, and its colonies followed, which is why India, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and other colonies still drive on the left-hand side today. Japan, interestingly, was never part of the British Empire, but it continues to drive on the left, a tradition dating back to the Edo period, which started in the early 1600s. It's interesting today, in 2026, that we still have such division across countries worldwide. But most countries haven't done anything to change their standards since the 19th century. That's except for Sweden. In 1967, Sweden overnight decided to change from left-hand to right-hand driving. This has been marked as one of the largest complex logistical changeovers in history. Sweden had been driving on the left side of the road since the 1730s. But by the 1960s, over 90% of the cars in Sweden were made with left side passenger seat to be driven on the right side. This was causing head-on collisions and a lot of danger for the Swedish people. In 1955, a referendum saw 83% of Swedish people voting no. They did not want to change their system to then drive on the right-hand side. But the government overruled them. And so on September 3rd, 1967, at 5 a.m., the whole system switched from left to right-handed driving. Around 360,000 road signs had to be changed. But the number of insurance claims dropped by 40%. The government even held a song contest to try to get people to remember to drive on the right-hand side. So this is another great example of path dependence, where we just inherit this system based on history and circumstance. So today, neither side is more logical than the other, because most of the reasons why we would pick one side are not issues that we deal with anymore. But it is an annoyance that we still have to deal with anytime we travel to a country that doesn't use the same system as us.